Hello, everybody. How are you doing on this fine Sunday evening? Figured it was about time we did a show because it's been a while since we've done one of these podcasts. But thanks everybody for jumping in and hanging out with us. But as always, I don't do this by myself. Everybody say hello to everybody's favorite uncle, Uncle Ed. Ed, how you doing?
Peter Brown, how's it going, my friend?
It is going well. Well, I mean, you know, as far as an Inter Miami perspective, not so great. But as everything else, it seems to be going well. How are you doing?
Oh man, Peter, yeah, a little disappointed. Well, very disappointed with Inter Miami. I don't know what's wrong with the team, and we're gonna talk about it right
We'll
now.
talk
But
about it. Yeah.
yeah,
See
very
what everybody else
disappointing.
has to
Yeah,
say.
and yeah, well, we'll see what everybody has to say.
All
But
right.
yeah, no, just
Well, you know,
disappointing.
it's been a few weeks since we've done one of these shows. You know, Sunday night's a little bit challenging sometimes, but here we are. And, you know, we're going to get into the fact that it seems like, you know, the League's Cup, well, that came and went. You know, played against Nashville, got dismantled. So there's a lot of things to talk about. Are the wheels falling off, or are we just getting a little too concerned too early? Like, you know, we're still in second place in the Supporter Shield. So there's a lot to kind of, you know, are we overreacting? You know, all kinds of things to talk about. But we'll get to all that in just a minute. Let's first say a thank you to our sponsor, and that is Caneswear. Caneswear is located in Davie, Florida, just south of 595 on University Drive. Support a local business and get your Inter Miami gear at Caneswear. If it's too far for you to drive, go on caneswear.com. All orders over $99 ship for free. And if they don't have something you want, go bug them. Tell them what you want. Tell them you know, you want the whatever jersey you want. Let's see if they'll get it in stock. So we could bug them a little bit. And also,
Yeah.
wait a minute, wrong one. Let's change this one. If you want to leave a voicemail, call 786-474-4435. We have one voicemail in the hopper from our buddy Caesar, who's actually going to talk a little bit more about the Wednesday night game. But that all kind of plays into the whole conversation. But I'm already reading some of the chats that you guys are in here with. And let's say hello to you guys. We haven't done that in a little while. First person I see in here is Francisco, and he says, "Has it finished falling apart?" Kevin Gonzalez, tasteless and disgraceful showing yesterday. Nashville is clearly the best team in MLS, and the Herons have a lot to do to catch up. One World, One Gold is here as well. Here's her saying hello. Caesar is in the chat as well. Lunchbox Peppa is in the chat. That's a different name. I like it. Our buddy Patrick is here as well. Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs, welcome. Wycia is here. El Futbol Kata is here as well. Julio Enriquez. League's Cup was a total disaster. And looks like Octavio Santibanez 9473. Reguilon is a joke.
Wow.
And then a super chat already, thanks to Caesar starting off right off the bat with a $2 super chat. Hoyos out. We might as well have forfeited versus Nashville. Wow. And then here, one last one. Ed Barta. Hello, all. Hope everyone is doing well. All right, everybody. It seems like there is, you know, some people in the chat that are ready to jump to those conclusions. I was wondering, are we jumping to conclusions, Ed? We're in second place in the not in just the East. We are second place in the Supporter Shield race. Nashville is in first place in the Supporter Shield race. So we are in very good position. But having said that, having gone to all three Leagues Cup games, so me, Caesar, and I were at all three, and then also going to the watching this Nashville game. You know, I have some concerns. And the one thing that's interesting too is no matter I've said this to you many times, Ed. No matter who we put in the back, it seems like we have the same problem. Now we do have a lot of
Yeah.
injuries, so that's the other thing. Are we jumping to conclusions? We have a lot of injuries, but when you put it all into total perspective, I don't know. What do you think, Ed?
Yeah, Peter, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's that defense, Mikael, it hurts to see him go. That he's hurt. It looked like Caicedo was looking pretty decent, but I guess, he's still not, Oil still doesn't feel comfortable with him. They keep putting his favorite Argentinians in the back, Lujan, forgot the other guy's name, but yeah, they're just, nobody's good enough, man. It seems our defense is just, that's the thing that's hurting us the most, man. They keep scoring on us and they score on us a lot. And this last game was an example of that. I mean, they just tore up Inter Miami in the back.
This is what our defense looked like in that game. This is what we looked like. You and I are a bit of Falcone fans, and he had his chance to come in early. I mean, he's been healthy, and you wondered, is he, he was still not in the starting lineup. And then I saw him in this game, and I've been a bit of a defender of him as a defender. And
Yeah.
this is what, he did not look good in this game. Casemiro came back quite a bit, did okay at times, other times did not do well. I mean, our defense looked clueless.
Yeah, the guy Octavio was saying Moda is the other guy. I'm just not
Murda,
convinced with that guy
yeah.
either. Yeah. Yeah, he is. I don't know, man. It's just that everybody in the back is just terrible. I'd probably want Peluca to get in there. Hopefully he'll be in form because for a little bit he was playing good, Peter. But
Yeah.
he
had
it's just Mikael's.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Falcone had like one or two really bad games. I forgot which one it was, and then he got hurt. But everybody was like done with him. Seemed like the coach might have been done with him. Mikael getting an injury obviously gave him an opportunity, but here El Futbol Kata says Peluca should have been in rotation more often. Ruiz at right back. Reguilon is hurt or trash. Reguilon, they were schooling Reguilon over and over again in this last game.
Yeah, it's just that guy is just it's unfortunate because he comes from some really good teams, but he got hurt in those teams and he's getting hurt here. And it's just not he's just not good enough, Peter. It's just everybody in the back is just hurt, terrible, or just I don't know what else to say. It
What
also
does
has to
it
do with the
say?
coach, Peter.
What does it say? I was watching this game and I thought this is either like a really nice statement about our academy or a really poor statement about our scouting and the players that we sign. Because I have more confidence in players like Frey, Allen, Bright. Bright's not an academy player, but he was a draft pick, right? So, those young players that we bring up through the ranks, I have more faith in those guys than I do in Reguilon, Mura. Right now, even Casemiro is just like, he's okay. I mean, he's trying. He's slow at times, and it shows. But, maybe he needs more time. But I have more faith right now in our academy kind of kids. Like, I'm excited when Pinter is playing. I'm excited when Plambek comes in. And with the money that we spend with players, I shouldn't be excited about the academy kids, right? I should be excited that, we've spent a bunch of money on someone like, Reguilon, who, they didn't spend a ton, but I mean, still, he's not a DP or anything, but he wasn't cheap. I'm sure he's a TAM player. I'm sure. I haven't looked at his salary, but and for a fact that like Frey and Allen are cheaper. But yet I feel more confident when they are in the game than I do with these other guys. And Octavio
I'm
is
with you on that,
apparently
Peter.
agreeing because he says why Allen was not in the starting lineup. Kata, Allen,
Exactly.
Bright, Frey are more consistent. So it
I don't
is
know, Peter. I don't know, Peter. What?
Mura, a disaster. This is
Yeah, yeah.
our scouting. Francisco saying, remember Moss said he scouted using AI. I think that's jumping to conclusions. That's jumping to conclusions. I think it's using AI as a tool to help do some background checks. Heck, I do it every day. I use AI every single day at work, and it's just a tool. I don't think Moss was trying to tell you that he's using AI as his sole recruiting tool. But to get more information on a player, sure, why not? It scours the internet. But I'm sure he's
Yeah.
got actual, uh, um, scouts putting eyes on players. I think AI
Yeah.
is getting
And
better.
Peter, I mean,
Go ahead.
I was gonna tell you, I mean, Oyus is supposed to be, an interim coach, but so far it seems like they want to keep the guy. Are they getting too comfortable? Uh, and right now it definitely shows that he's
I
not
saw
my
a
favorite,
chat.
man. I never.
Yeah, I saw a chat in here a little bit ago saying something to the effect that we had all World Cup to find a new coach, and this is what we got. I don't know who chatted that, but I saw that somewhere in here. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs says a few minutes back, once this team gets a new coach, Hoyos will go back to his job in signing terrible players.
Well, I hope something happens because right now, man, it's I was never a fan of him. I hate his press conferences too.
Yeah.
He's just like so blah, and he, you know, it's just frustrating, man. I'm just really frustrated with the team, and I mean, there's a lot of factors, a lot of injuries. Messi's dad died. Suarez was out of the lineup for the League's Cup. Uh, Plus, he's been on fire, but at the same time, he's older. We're missing tons of good players. And it's just it's a difficult time for this team. We need to definitely, like one goal said, right now we need to regroup.
And that's the other thing is I am totally flip-flopping. While I feel somewhat negative, I also look at the standings and we're in second place. So the other side of me says, relax. We're in good shape. All we have to do is make the playoffs. And if we're in the top, half of the playoffs, we can host, right? And we're fine.
Right.
We're in good shape. We still have a lot of games left in the season. A lot of
And we
home
can hope
games
some
because we
teams
front
get
loaded.
beat Nashville. Yeah, I think there will be other teams that will beat Nashville. Nashville caught us in a bad situation. All these. We had it looked like a great lineup, except for the back. We had all of our, most of the most expensive players there, but we were missing people. I think we still could beat Nashville. It was just one of those games. Catching Messi off. Having they kind of like weren't able to mesh well because Suarez came back into the lineup. I mean, everything was like brand new. So it was, they need to adapt again. They need to get back on track. And but I think a lot has to do with the coach, man. I'm just not very happy with Oyos as a
Yeah, I
coach.
mean, I wasn't happy from the time they signed him, and I agree with basically what Mr. Krabs says. Xavi got a coaching job for the Netherlands. Best Inter Miami can do is a guy who once coached the Jacksonville Armada of the NASL. I didn't know who he was back in those days, right? I didn't know
Yeah.
back in those days that we were watching the Jacksonville Armada play against probably the Fort Lauderdale Strikers, who this guy was and what his connections were, and that someday he would be in our face. But
Right.
here he is. The best we could do is a Jacksonville Armada head coach. Hey, I'm a semi Netherlands fan, so happy that for the Netherlands that they got a good quality coach. But there were so many rumors that he would end up coming here at some point that That sucks. I don't know who they would have lined up to coach, but I would assume that we're at this point riding it out to the end of this season with Hoyos, and that they, you know, will hopefully have somebody in their sights for the sprint season, that little mini season that's coming up.
Yeah,
So
I think a lot has to do with whether he can pull off a miracle and get a championship. I mean, with the players that we have, if he can't, I mean, we're in second place, and you can't owe that just to him. I think it has to do
no,
with the quality of players that we have. We have just
Ed,
great players.
you and I could coach
Hmm.
this team right now.
That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
just roll out Messi, Suarez, and pretty much hope for the best. That's kind of like what he's doing. Like, just kiss Messi's butt a
Yes.
little bit, make him feel good, and make him feel at home. Give him whatever he wants,
Yeah.
and
Just pucker up.
yep, we could do that just as good as he can, and
Exactly.
and
Come
then
on,
place.
Messi. Do it for me, baby.
I could pick the starting lineup as well right now. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of options, right? Because there are a lot of injuries. So, having said that, I think we could do the same job. You know, he's not like making any groundbreaking, changes here and there. It was a bit of a surprise that he took out Mura as early as he did and put in Falcone. That was kind of an early substitution in the last game, but that was a bit of I guess, a coach's decision, because I don't think there was any kind of an injury, but that I'm
Right.
aware of, at least.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing that well anyway, so
No, that's why
I don't
he would
think.
have come out. Yeah.
Yeah, so getting Falcone back in there. I mean, there's rumors that he's on his way out.
There's that.
But there are other players that I think need to be on their way out, but that are getting incredible. All these Argentinians. Nothing against Argentinians, Peter, but they're being paid a lot of money, and they're not that good. I mean, like you're saying, our scouting sucks because we've gotten some real. Some guys are making some bucks, and they're just not contributing to the team, especially in the defensive end.
Well, yeah, you got give away the ball to Paul.
Your favorite.
I was just going to look for.
We got to come up with names for other guys. Give away the ball to Paul. I love that one, dude.
Yeah, I think you try to you were having a hard time saying it, but here, look at this. Let's see if this will work. Let's get rid of this image. Let's see if this will work in here. Another image I was working on. Here we go.
There you go. Give away the ball to Paul. I like
Give
that
away
one.
the ball to Paul.
There you go. Just hand him out like that. Hand him out left
He's
and
just
right.
giving balls away left and right.
And yeah, dude, it's like I don't know what's up with the guy. I mean, with Argentina, I think he played a little bit better, but I remember in the World Cup that there were a couple times that he did the same thing. So I don't know if he's getting worse or what the deal is. I mean, the guy's a superstar, but he's not. I'm not happy that he's a DP right now.
Right. Caesar with a $5 super chat says, we get to the final third and we don't commit to shooting at goal. DePaul needs a reboot. Casemiro needs to wake up. We need to poach Lloris at goal. Is that the Laurie, the LA Galaxy goalkeeper? I'm sorry, LAFC goalkeeper?
Possibly. LAFC, yeah.
I think that's who he's talking about, LAFC, yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, man, we were talking about the goalkeepers and how much we wanted Rios Noble to be the starter because he was the championship goalkeeper, and St. Clair wasn't that good. Well, yeah. Now I don't know. What do you think about that, Peter?
Well, Patrick asks, who do you think should be our goalie now that they have both shown some major mistakes? Exactly what you're saying. I've been saying this, as the kids say, I've been standing on 10 toes. I hear them saying that stupid stuff. But no, I've been saying for a while that I want St. Clair, that I am not a Novos Rios, whatever his name is, defender.
Fan.
I don't get it. Yes, he had a good run. He is not the answer. And I'm not saying St. Clair is the answer either, but I think St. Clair is better than Novos. I'm not saying he's everything we need. I think next year we probably need to look at a goalkeeper. I don't care where he comes from. We just need someone better. But right now, with what we've got, I would put St. Clair in there. I think one of the goals, if Novos was just a little bit taller, he might have reached it. It looked like he's just out of fingertip. He could have. And St. Clair is taller.
Yeah.
Novos made the boneheaded mistake again. He made another one coming out to the midfield and just not getting the ball. If you're going to come out, you got to get it. So,
Yeah.
I definitely have
that
I have some issues with him.
that one hurt.
Yeah.
That one hurt because man, he's made some bad mistakes, man. But
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Wycia
what about our third
agrees.
goalie?
Dane St. Clair should be the first choice. I mean, right? Here Kata says, I rather Rocco still for style of play. He's grown, not really in height, into each game. Sadly, horrible mistakes. I don't agree. I'm going to take St. Clair. Patrick jumps in again and says, unless there's something else going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, that performance might have earned St. Clair another chance. Like, yeah, if St. Clair's poor play lost him the job, well, then Rocco's poor play should lose him the job.
Right. Crazy, man. Crazy.
One more one goal says he is better of the two. He is the better of the two. Stick with him. Win another cup at the last second. Messi Magic put the team on its back. And the get a new on one in January.
New goalkeeper.
So she sounds like she's for Rocco. So yeah, I mean it's definitely split. Chris Arjun, everybody's favorite photographer, says Rocco made two mistakes. First goal, he was at fault as well. Francisco's open for the third goal. He's like, give him a chance. Why not? Right? I guess.
Yeah, didn't he play? I think I forgot his name, but I think he played for DC United. He was in a couple of I forget his name, but yeah,
he's started with a B. I think
if I remember
I'm going to go to the roster.
Luis Barraza. There we go. Barraza.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Mr. Crab. Luis Barraza. He's got MLS experience. I mean, give that guy a chance. What if he turns out being really good? I think there was a season where he had 4 shutouts. I think he was a starter for DC United.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean he's the guy.
I mean, he's not the future, but can he get us through the season? I don't know. I mean, I always assume the coaches are watching all 3 goalkeepers and they're making their best choice, right? So, I just kind of feel like it's between Rocco and Dane St. Clair, but I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing that they see something in the third keeper that they don't care for. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Patrick says, I think Novo was our third goalie. No, I mean, he was starting this season. He was our second goalie. They brought in Dane St. Clair, goalkeeper of the year. He was supposed to be the answer. And, for him, he signed a 1-year deal with the intent of probably, getting on a bigger spotlight that Inter Miami shines and then moving to Europe or something like that. And whereas now his stock is definitely tanked. If he had visions of going to Europe or something like that, ain't happening.
Yeah, and unfortunate for him because he didn't even start a game for Canada. They gave that position to the guy in Orlando. That's got to hurt because he was on a championship team, Inter Miami, the best team in Major League Soccer, and he didn't get the chance to be the starter for Canada in the World Cup. Didn't play 1 second, man. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, that's the thing is when he comes back, and I think he will get another chance. Whenever he comes back, we do have to kind of accept maybe a bad game because he's going to have to earn some confidence back probably after losing the starting job in Canada. Or I don't know if he had the starting job, but he was basically battling for it, right? And he didn't get it. He didn't get any minutes. And then losing a starting job here after having being the goalkeeper of the year, you're high on the hog, you're feeling great. And then, so his confidence is probably shot.
Yeah, it's gotta suck, man, because man, he had everything going. He had a plan, man. He had a plan, and he thought it was gonna work out, and he was gonna go to Europe 1 year, signed with Inter Miami, and
Yep. Here, I don't know if there's anything to this, but oh yeah, Mr. Krabs says I saw a post that Pochettino's considered calling Rocco up for USA. If that's the case, it's a sad state of affairs for the U.S. If we're calling up Rocco Rios Novo to play with the national team, it's a sad state of affairs.
wow.
Just saying. I don't know if you're being serious, Mr. Krabs, but he is
I think
not.
he's kidding.
I hope. I hope you're kidding. I can't read sarcasm. That's the problem. You got to put a smiley face at the end if you're kidding, so I know for a fact you're joking. Because sarcasm you can't really read. You just listen to. Hey, let's go to a voicemail and just I know we have one voicemail here that's it's actually two, but it's focused on Wednesday's game, but it kind of also puts this whole perspective of some things into perspective that we just don't think about very often, or maybe we forget about. But let's listen to that.
It's time for your voicemail.
Hello?
Well, there we go.
Hey guys, this is Caesar. Just want to do a quick little voicemail after our loss to Leon for the third game in League's Cup. It was a giveaway game. We knew we had a very long shot to even try to make it anywhere near fourth place due to the low points and, more importantly, the goal differential that was killing us. But it was a good game. It was a good crowd on a Wednesday. And one thing I wanted to mention is how strong the Messi effect is still there. They did announce that Messi came back from his bereavement due to the loss to his dad. Blessings to his family and to Messi for his loss. Never a good thing. You think you expect it, but you never expect it. And they put him on the bench. And I know I was getting some concessions. I was getting some gelato. And as I was paying, I hear a huge roar of the crowd. And I knew Messi had come into the pitch. As I'm walking back to my seat, people were literally running to see him. They were running to get back to their seat. People were on the rails taking pictures. It shows how much he is loved by even the rivals. During the game, one of the players, during a back and forth, he was making a run. He got hugged by one of the players. He got a lot of respect at the end of the game too. But we need to be very appreciative. I know I am. Everybody can celebrate how they want. But the big picture for me is we are blessed to see him almost every weekend, almost every day. We got to enjoy him while we have him. Yes, I know he's only one player, and the team as a collective is, important. But you can't deny his effect. He's still bringing people into the stands. He's still loved by everybody, rivals, fans, rival players. They respect him. So it was a good game. It was fun. The other thing I wanted to mention is,
let's pause right there. He's going to talk about food. Caesar sounded choked up there. He was sniffling there. Little sound.
Yeah. I think he's Argentinian. I mean, you can't blame him for him. This is like like Jesus came back or something.
Yeah.
That for him is just that's how huge it is.
But to his point, watching all 3 of the League's Cup games, I definitely noticed a difference in the crowd. I don't know what the percentage is of season ticket holders that went to League's Cup, but a good chunk of the people in that stadium seemed like they were not season ticket holders. They were not the regulars, right? There seemed like a lot of people taking in Inter Miami for the first time, or at least the first time in a long time, right? Because people were, like he said, freaking out when Messi came out on the pitch. When he just started warming up to get ready to come on the pitch, people were losing their minds as if like when he first signed with the club. So that you definitely had a lot of like first timers, and it reminds, and once in a while I say this to my wife that, we take for granted, or you and I, we talk about it like, hey, maybe we complain because Messi made a bad pass, right? And we expect so much from him. I mean, he missed a penalty in this game, for God's sake. I mean, we could grill him for that, but then you just go, yeah, but it's Messi, and we are so fortunate to be able to watch him week in and week out. And you sometimes you look around the stadium and you see how other people react, and it reminds you to be thankful and appreciative of what we have in front of us to see every single weekend.
I'm with you on that, Peter. I totally agree. I mean, we are very lucky to have Messi here, and you're and it's right. I mean, I forgot about the penalty, and he's been missing. Don't cry, Peter. Don't cry. He's been missing penalties from the World Cup too. He missed 2, didn't he?
Yeah.
And now he missed this one. So this is the first. This year is the first time he's missed so many penalties, man.
Yeah. And Julio Enriquez says, I respect all of what Caesar says, but Messi and all the other superstars are being paid top dollars to perform at their best. We are not getting the results we expect from them. So Caesar coming at it a little bit, Julio, coming at it a little bit tougher in that, sympathy, I love you and all that, but do better.
Mm-hmm.
And I get both sides. I just say there is something to being inside the stadium and hearing the roar or seeing the people freak out when he warms up. There is something to that makes, you kind of wake up and go, wow. But hey, let's listen to the second half of his call here.
Hey, Caesar again. Sorry, I was running long. So yeah, the concessions are disappointing. I tried the Miami slice another game. I happened to grab a slice that has been sitting there. It was not fresh. It was decent sized slices you get to. You could pick between 1, 2, or 3 slices, boxes. I ended up getting the cheese. It was at room temperature at best. Wasn't that great. So far, I have to say the meals that have been satisfying are the stuffed arepa. Definitely the best so far.
Hang on, Caesar's stealing my gimmick here a little bit with my food reviews, by the way.
Second comes the empanadas, the beef or the chicken. I prefer the beef one. And it's really more of a Cuban style because it's ropa vieja. If you know where ropa vieja is. Shredded beef with the tomato sauce and some onions. Really good. Wasn't dry at all. The chicken one wasn't dry either. So the next thing on my list to try is going to be the burgers.
It's the best thing.
I might do the hot dog, covered with a lot of stuff. And I'm still trying to find the burrito spot. And I think there's a taco stand along with the burritos. So if anybody knows where to find it, what section, let me know. Because I've heard about it, like the unicorn. So let us know. All right, guys. See you in the show.
Mr. Krabs saying this is a food show now?
Well, we do. Peter does food reviews, so if you guys want to check out the good food reviews, check out this channel. And we'll probably, do we have another one coming up, Peter, by the way?
We actually have one coming up, and maybe I'll put it out. I haven't edited it yet, but maybe I put it out Wednesday, just kind of like give you something to watch on the game day, even though there is a Wednesday game, not here. It's in Philadelphia, but maybe I'll put it out Wednesday. And then I have another video too coming out. Look, guys, when I go to the games, I'm working. I shot 3 videos in this last Saturday game. Game day vlog, a food review, and then also an update to the obstructed views video. So I have an update on that as well. So that one maybe I put out near the end of the week, get you ready for the actual going to the stadium. But yeah.
And I owe you a construction video too. And hopefully we'll get some more vlogs going once the team starts playing back at home.
I mean, they've been playing at home, Ed. Where you been?
Well, yeah, I haven't been able to make them, Peter.
Yeah, Ed acting like when they start playing at home, they've been at home. I went to 3 games. They've been here. You just weren't there.
I'm just saying. I wasn't there. But are you going to the Campeones game?
Which means the game day vlogs will be done by Ed coming soon. So, that's and so you don't miss goals like when I'm filming them. I miss stuff all the time.
Sometimes. I've missed some sometimes. And sometimes people get up in front of us, so that's pretty annoying. But
it's part of the game day experience.
Yeah.
Going back to the food things, there's now some comments in there. One World says at least the arepa was good. Kata says he's glad that he liked he's the one that recommended the Bira bar. That to me is the best thing I've had there so far. One World, One Goal's happy to hear about the empanadas. Kata also says he heard that Miami Slice has mixed reviews. So yeah, so we have at least a handful more food reviews coming. They're not our best performing videos, but I think it's fun to give us doing something that no one else is doing. So, and if you're what I like about those videos too is they're evergreen. They're not game day related, right? You could watch them in 6 months from now and they're still relevant. So that's one of the things I like about them is that they could slow grow. They're just always there. If anybody's interested in going to a new stadium, they're curious about what's good to eat, they can watch those videos. Ed thinks I'm a little harsh.
We save you the time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, he's mean.
If you think I'm mean, if you thought I was mean on that one video for, what was that for? The Choripan. If you thought I was a little tough on the Choripan, wait for the next one.
Ooh.
I might be.
We're not going to get sponsorships from any of these people. I can tell already.
Maybe not.
You can't even lie.
Maybe we could get. Maybe Bureau Bar seemed to be happy. I saw you post when you reposted it and you tagged them. They seemed to be happy.
Oh, I had to retag them because that was an actual good one from you to somebody. So the Choripan guy. Oh, I didn't even copy them.
No, copy them. Let them know. Hey, step it up. Do better.
Maybe they can do better. Maybe they'll write us and say, "Hey, man, check us out now. We're better."
Yeah. And as Ed liked to point out last show, I gave a bad review on a free meal.
Yeah. I heard about that through the grapevine.
Through the grapevine,
and, you got it for
all
free.
the others I've paid for. After we're done, and here's the thing: is I'll go back to some of these places because there's more than one item, and I'm only getting one item because I can't eat. I can only eat so much, and I'm paying for this stuff, so it's like it's expensive. And that's to the point of Caesar's conversation too. Is the money? These things are very expensive, so that's a whole nother topic we can get down. But anyways, hey, there's another voicemail. Let's play this as well. I'm sure, judging by who it's from, it's going to be a little more positive.
Hey, Peter, Uncle Ed, all the great fans out there, everyone that calls in, like Yankee Boy, Kevin, various people, and where's our friend in New Jersey? Haven't heard from Eric in ages. Uncle Ted, Uncle Ned, all those guys. So listen, my friends, you guys are wearing like twin shirts. You look like a Jinx twins. Very cute. shop at kingswear.com, people. And the sky is not falling. Big hug to Messi and his family. Sorry he lost his dad. It's a difficult time. It's just a little bit of a slump, a fluke. We're in a little bit of a funk. No big deal. It all has to fall apart before it can all fall together. Okay, love you guys. Peace out. Enjoy the show.
That's what I like. Positive things.
Little positivity.
We're going to bounce back.
Yeah. So going back to there's some conversation here. What's the name of the Messi restaurant? So I've heard rumors that, and I don't know if this is actual or not, but that the Milanesa place, I have to try the Messi restaurant there for the Milanesa. I don't know. I don't know for a fact that that's Messi's behind it, but I've heard rumors. Maybe it's from Kata that that Messi has some involvement in El Club de la Milanesa. If you want to know about that, tune in Wednesday, because that's what I had. And I've already kind of given
I want to find out, because I've been wanting to eat that one, because all the hype and all that. Milanesas is one of those things that I love to eat. But yeah, I'm thinking that you kind of did a little spoil there, so I want to see if you're really going to tear up into Messi.
It's not just me in the video. It's not just my opinion. So.
Ooh, you had a double opinion.
I got someone else in the video to give you an opinion. So it's not just me.
So it's just not you. It's somebody else saying that it's bad.
I'm not saying that. This person may love it. I'm not saying that. I mean,
might be split.
I don't know. It might be great, and maybe I'm leading you down the wrong path. Maybe I'm leading you down the wrong path. Maybe it was amazing. Uh-oh. Here we go. This is really what my weekend has been focused on. Kata saying, Peter announcing like Disney. It took me 43 minutes to get to this, but more importantly than all of this Inter Miami stuff, D23 happened this weekend, Ed. D23. Ed looking at me like he has no clue what I'm talking about, of course. D23 is the fan convention that happens every year that's put on by Disney, and where they give away all the kind of talk about all the things that are coming to the parks and the movies and the stuff. I focus on the parks. So, big event. Watched the whole thing all day today. I've been watching it. It was the parks panel was yesterday, so I watched it all today. Lots of good stuff coming to the parks, Ed.
Yeah. Well, you really should start that Disney Channel.
Yeah. Mr. Crab saying, I'm surprised that wasn't the first thing Peter talked about. Yeah, it was on my mind. Kata saying, let's go, nerd talk. It's the last 15 minutes of the show, nerd talk.
Marvel, X-Men. Yeah, because we did start doing that for a little bit, but yeah, we just don't have the time. I wish we had more time. When I win the lottery, we're going to dedicate ourselves at doing nerd stuff. And
also, let's be real. Nobody was watching. I mean, those of you in this chat might have been watching, but in the general scope, it wasn't. It almost started to feel like it wasn't worth the time. And maybe it's because we're doing a nerd show on a soccer channel. And maybe that was the problem, right?
Exactly.
If it was its own thing, maybe it would have done well.
That's what it is.
So, but Ed, they're they're updating Spaceship Earth. They gave more details on the Cars ride that's in the place of Rivers of America. They ripped out the Rivers of America, and they're gonna Ed. They're updating Figment. They're giving us a new Figment ride. They're fixing Figment finally.
Wow. And that is one of the things that Peter loves, Figment.
I am a Figment. There are two characters in Disney in the parks that I'm a super fan of, and that is because they're Florida based. It's the Orange Bird and Figment, because they are not created for Disneyland. They are not created because of a movie. They were created for Florida, and so being a Florida guy, I'm a big fan of that. Julio is asking, where do you watch the D23 videos? Well, If you have Disney Plus, you can watch the Parks panel, which is the one I care about the most. I mean, they did a lot of Marvel stuff and all that. That's cool, but I care about the Parks panel, and you can watch that on Disney Plus. And then I watch a bunch of people talking about it, reviewing it and giving their opinions. And Kata's right. Figment always farts on him on the ride. No, it's not. It's the skunk. They pull the lever and the skunk smell happens, and that it's all going to get changed. It's all going to change.
You're like, ew.
Hambone here says, "What's up, fellas?" He's probably coming in here at the end, going, "What the hell are they talking about Disney for? I thought they're going to talk about soccer." Anyways, Ed, you went and saw Spider-Man too, didn't you?
I did, man, and actually didn't see the first half of the game, so I didn't miss much of the. Well, I actually didn't see most of the game, and grandkids are more important, so I went to go watch that with them.
I mean, look, on away games, there's no guarantee I'm going to watch the game at the time of the game either. I went out to dinner with my wife, but this morning I woke up because I did not look at Twitter, I did not look at chats, I didn't look at anything. This morning I woke up, had my cup of coffee, watched Inter Miami lose.
Yeah.
But
it's one of those things. But yeah.
Francisco says the last visit to Disney was back in 2001. Well, Francisco, if I'm not wrong,
wow.
you're not in the country, right? I mean, so that's a little more understandable.
Yeah, it's more difficult.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs says there's not much more to talk about as far as soccer because Miami got destroyed. Yeah, how much can we beat the dead horse? Kata was our biggest viewer probably of the nerd show. He says Lanterns tonight on HBO. I am interested in watching that. I didn't realize it was on tonight. I guess I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. What time is it? What time is it on?
I don't know. Usually that kind of stuff starts at like 9 p.m. when they do premieres. So I'm going to guess 9 p.m. I don't know. Julio says, create a Disney spin-off, a Star Wars spin-off channel, Peter. I mean, I thought about it, but there's a million of those out there too. And I don't want to do it by myself. I want to have someone to talk to.
No, I can help you with the Star Wars part. I mean, you're the Disney fan.
Star Wars and Disney, it's all the same company.
Star Wars, X-Men I could do, and some of the Marvel stuff.
It's all Disney, Ed. It's all Disney. Disney owns everything.
So they do, man. They're eventually gonna own Orlando City probably, and then you'll become a fan of them.
No, I won't. I will not. But it's funny is the former CEO of Disney. I mean, former as in like 6 months ago or less, Bob Iger now owns the LA Lakers.
Wow.
There's a connection.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Well, anyways, wrapping up, back to Inter Miami. We're in Philadelphia on Wednesday. I would hope that's a win. Then back home, we've got some games that are totally, I think, winnable. Toronto on Saturday, and then Montreal the following Saturday. So we got 3 home, and then Atlanta, 3 home games in a row. We played a bunch of games on the road at the beginning of the season because of the stadium getting finished. Now we've got a heavy home schedule on the back end. So I think at least these 2 games, Toronto and Montreal, at least we can get our mojo back maybe. Because those games should be winnable. Yeah. I'm not sure where Philadelphia is right now in the where is Philadelphia? Where is Philadelphia?
They're down there.
I'm still looking. Where is Philadelphia? Oh, way down there.
Where in the world?
I'm going to say Philadelphia should be a win as well. If we can't beat the team that's 28th in the Supporters Shield race, we got a problem.
And then we got Atlanta after that.
Having said that, Francisco says Philly is beating New York City 3-2. Anything can happen in any game for sure.
Wow. It's 11 versus 11.
Yep, 100%. And then, like I said, Toronto and Montreal, they're number 25 and 26. So those are still should be winnable games. As we kind of get our mojo back, as Casemiro finally maybe finds his place in this team.
Cross your fingers that happens eventually, because it's too much, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, at
We need to get
times
points
it
back.
feels like he's being asked to do a lot as well. He is playing sometimes in the back line, like as just a center back. I see him playing deep there quite a bit. So,
and for Brazil, he was scoring goals. He was playing a little more forward. So it's good to know that he's got the ability to score. But yeah, he's playing pretty back, because I think they're concentrating on DePaul going more forward, because he's not that good on defense. So yeah, your buddy, give away the ball, DePaul.
This might make a good T-shirt.
That's the guy.
That might make a funny T-shirt.
Do you know what? Why don't you do that? Why don't we I'd buy that. I think it's funny as heck.
It's making fun of your own team, but it is funny.
That's a good one.
He's just giving them all away. And it's very appropriate against this last game. Now, I don't think he gave a ton of balls away in the last game. I don't remember. But a couple games ago, somebody had counted in one of those Leagues Cup games. There was a comment in one of the chats that said he gave away like 11 balls in that game. Like they were counting. So,
wow.
For a DP, that's not acceptable.
Let's just say he's very generous. Nice guy.
Yeah. But that is a mouthful as far as a nickname. Give away the ball to Paul. You have a hard time saying that. You try to say it a couple times. It's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Well, because when I gave him that nickname, it wasn't like anything I thought about. It was not planned. It was just rolled off my tongue, and
it was natural.
May not be the best, but Hambone likes it.
So tell us, would you guys buy that T-shirt? Let us know.
Yeah, maybe we should make
some silly
shirts. All right, Ed. Let's wrap this sucker up. I don't feel like beating the dead horse anymore. Wait, real quick. What was your review of Spider-Man? Did you like it?
I actually liked it. I thought it was very entertaining. Love the part with the Hulk in there. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I look forward to seeing another movie soon.
Yeah,
the last bit of it was. I
saw that movie in the 4DX theater. 4DX is that theater where the seats move around a lot. They spray water in your face. All kinds of effects happen. It was pretty cool, but it's expensive.
Was it worth it? How much was it?
I would say, well, I mean, look, I bought 4 tickets because I brought my daughter and then my son and his wife, and I spent like $160 or whatever. So is it worth it? I don't know, but it's worth doing once a year, maybe. I mean, it's expensive, so just doing it once in a blue moon.
Yeah,
I think it was cool. It was definitely very cool. I liked it, and it made and you feel the movie, like when he's swinging and stuff like that. You're doing this, your chair's moving.
I just saw the 3D version, and my wife had to take her glasses off because she felt like she was gonna fall.
So she definitely would not do well in this because it's 3D and you're physically moving. I mean, you're not physically moving forward, but your chair's moving around.
Well, normally she falls asleep in most of the movies I take her to, so that'll, that just gives you the idea of how a movie is with my wife.
Real quick, El Kata is asking, how are the new Miami shoes doing, Peter? Comfortable? No, it gave me like a kind of a blister on the back of my foot. Still healing. Not comfortable.
You got to break them in.
Apparently.
Wow.
But then it hurt.
Got to wear them around at home. Yeah, wear them around at home.
I wore them all day at work. And then wore them to the game on a Wednesday night. So I was wearing them for a very long time, and it hurt. So, it is what it is. They'll get better. All right, everybody. So, Ed, this week, I'm going to put up the food video probably on Wednesday. Then on Friday or something like that, maybe a couple days later, I'll put up the obstructed view video, if it makes sense. Are we going to have any Spanish content coming up?
That is a good question. I need to speak to my compadre, Marco Eloso Donoso, who's been disappearo lately. He's been
Disapiro?
traveling, so we need to get back in there. So I'll let you guys know. We'll send it out on social media.
All right. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. See you, everybody.